My favourite thriller is Scream because it has all my favourite things about the thriller movie. For example, it has jump scares and lots of bloody violence.
What is your favourite slasher thriller and why?
My favourite slasher movie will be Scary Movie because, well, it's funny, but it's also got violence in it, and those two together work quite well.
So, what's your favourite slasher film and why?
Scream, because I think it's quite exciting.
Any other reasons?
No, not really.
What is your favourite slasher thriller and why?
My favourite slasher thriller is probably Scream because it's just got loads of action in it, and like just the whole storyline of it, it just builds tension throughout, and I just think it's really good and a really good plot, and the whole idea of it and all of the setting and everything. I just think it's such a good film.
I'd prefer a female character to die at the beginning of the film.
Okay, what would you prefer, a male or female character?
I would prefer male for like the bad guy, like the guy in the mask or whatever. And I would prefer a female character for like the victim because it's normally that way, so it works well.
And would you prefer a male or a female character?
Probably male because it's more relatable, so I could imagine myself being in the movie.
Okay. What would you prefer, a male or female character?
To be honest, I prefer a male character because I'm not sure. I just think that like males are more associated with like action and like
Yeah.
I just think
Okay.
like the stereotypical. I just think a male would suit the role better.
Yeah.
I would like this movie to be set in a family home.
Where would you like the movie to be set?
I would like the movie to be set probably in the woods because it's they're isolated. Obviously, can't go anywhere. Probably got no phone signal. And the woods can be scary at night. So.
And where would you like the film to be set?
Like a forest or like somewhere quite quiet, kind of eerie, because I think it would make it quite interesting.
Where would you like the movie to be set?
I've got out of two that I prefer. So my first would probably be like in the woods, like in the middle of the woods, because I just think it's such a good setting. Like it'll be all dark and gloomy, and I think that's just such a good setting for a slasher.
Yeah.
And I just think it will be really like mysterious and really good. But I'd also like it to be in, like a family household, like a family house.
Yeah.
Because I just think, just with the whole family there, I just think it's just a typical slasher setting, and every single slasher I've seen where something's been set in a family house, it's always ended up being really, really good, and it's just more realistic and yeah.
The most recent slasher movie I watched was Jason X. My favourite part of it was the excessive amount of violence.
What was the most recent slasher thriller you watched, and what do you like about it?
The recent slasher film I've watched is my favourite Scary Movie. And I liked it because, obviously, I said before, because of the violence and the funny side of it. It just works well together.
So, what was the most recent slasher film you watched, and why did you like it?
Friday the 13th, because it was really scary. It had me on the edge of my seat. So yeah.
What was the most recent slasher thriller movie you watched, and what did you like about
it? The most recent, it's probably the most recent I saw was Paranormal Activity,
And what did you like about that?
Well, like I said before, it was set in like a family house, and I literally loved it because just all the way throughout, like it was just all like from a camera's perspective, like they were filming all of it, and it just built tension like throughout, and it was just such a good setting, and also like with children there. So for example, the little girl in it, she was a girl and she ended up being possessed, and I think that was just such good. I think it was much more realistic, and I just thought it was so good, and it just built up so much tension throughout.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.